Hello. I just want to uh, bring about a discussion around Islam. As you know, my specialty is Islamic apologetics. And to do apologetics, you need to understand uh, what the other thinks and why they think the way they do. And in this presentation, this brief presentation, I want to deal with how a Muslim thinks. Or in other words, what is Islamic worldview? By worldview, I mean the inner workings, the way that a Muslim looks at the world, responds to the world, and reacts to the world. In other words, it's the lenses through which a Muslim looks at the world. And I would like to say that for you to understand a Muslim, you need to understand how they think. And most of us who have not been closely associated or interacted with Muslims have all sorts of funny ideas and fears, sometimes needless, about these friends. But if we're going to share the gospel to them, if you're going to share God's love to them, if you're going to have a cordial relationship, you need to understand how they think, where they're coming from, what they will accept, and what they will not accept. And I'd like to say that there are three things what a person must bear in mind when you're interacting with a Muslim. First of all, a Muslim's life revolves around a concept called Tawheed. And Tawheed means only one God, numerically one God. So if anybody comes and begins to suggest polytheism or anything that approximates to that, a Muslim will almost immediately react. And that's why you will notice that sometimes Muslims and other religions, particularly those that are clearly polytheistic, they will be in conflict. So a Muslim, anything that suggests more than one God, they react. Secondly, the thing that what affects a Muslim thinking is the idea of order and structure in society. Muslims believe that God created the world, and in society, human beings must rule according to structure. So there is hierarchy, there is a chief or the head of the household, cascading all the way downwards. So if that is disrupted, a Muslim will react. But thirdly, there is what is known as justice. You notice that Muslims will react a lot and say, no, this word is not fair, because there's a way in which they interpret what justice is. So next time you are dealing with a Muslim, just bear in mind, they think Tawhid.